Hi everyone, I'm going to give you a chair routine that's going to help with your lower spine stability as well as the hip mobility so that you could keep your spine stable while having increased range of motion in your hips. So join me, let's begin. My name's Tracy with Downward Dog Rising. So let's get started. If you have a Pilates chair, split combo chair, or a Pilates Wanda chair, it's perfect. We're gonna start seated and place 2 springs on the hooks on the cactus, and you wanna be number 3 from the ground, so you count from the floor up, 1, 2, 3, height. The higher you go, the heavier the spring. So if it's on the low rung, it's lighter. If it's on the high rung, it's heavier. Let's begin. We just make sure the dowel's in place if you have a split level chair. And then if you place your heels firmly on top of each chair pedal, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles are aligned. Hold either the back edge of the chair or the front edge, lift heart to sky, and exhale. Press down, keep hip bones facing forward, straight ahead. Exhale, press down, and 8, stabilize your spine. Unglue legs out of the hip socket so there's no forward or back wobbling. And 6, lift heart to sky. 5, feel those quads working. 4, scoop abdominals into the back. 3, 2 more, exhale. And last one, excellent. As pedal comes up, go to the toes, and then the metatarsals are the bones right under the toes so you don't slide away off the pedal. Want you to go into high half toe. Heels are lifted. Really engage the front of those quads. Lift them off the knees. Deep inhale, and I want you to push down on the pedal. And then you're just going to control as your core draws tighter into the spine. 8, 7, and 6. We're going to inhale, press, exhale, resist. 5, to keep pelvis super stable. 4, 3, scoop and zip up under those ribs. 2 more. And last one. Squeeze heels together, still staying in a high half toe. And then I'm going to have you reach behind you to really open up your collarbones wide. Feel those inner thighs wrap into your outer hips. And again, avoid letting your pelvis fall forward. Those hip bones face straight in front of you. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Feel that spine lengthen. Inner thighs spiral to outer hips. And exhale for 6, 5, keep scooping in. 4, chest is wide open. 3, 2 more. And last one. Place heels back onto the center of each pedal. Hold hands in prayer position. Extend one leg in front. And exhale, press down on that pedal. And 7, keep pelvis stabilized. Strengthen that quad. Scoop in tight, keep hips stable. And 5, rising up through top of head, work this quad. 2, 4, and 3, and 2, last one. Now you're gonna fold opposite leg in, rising up through top of head, extend opposite leg, point toes, exhale and press, keep hip bones straight across. And 6, rising up through spinal column. 5, hip bones are straight and even. 4, 3, scoop in deeply. 2, and last one. Gently let that pedal come up. Now we're gonna go into wide stance. Maybe you'll crisscross arms. Make sure space is between rib cage, hip bones. Breathing in. And then really activate across the front of your 2 hip bones. Draw them across to the navel, horizontal line. Get that transverse abdominis firing. Exhale. Exhale, rising up through your spinal column. Exhale. And 6. And 5. Remember, keep those hip bones straight in front of you. And 3. 2, pedal only goes as far as where your pelvis is stable. Last one. And gently let that pedal come straight back up. Excellent. We're gonna stand in front of our chair, and then I want you to take off just one spring. So we're gonna take off one spring, and then if you have a yoga block, I'm gonna have you grab a yoga block, and I'm gonna use my Pilates moon box. This is a great tool to use to make something closed chain, to protect low back, so your back, your foot isn't just dangling in midair. So you're gonna come astride the chair like you're sitting on a horse. You step up onto your yoga block, have it be vertical. Make sure you don't step on the side of it. Go right to the center so you don't knock it down. Walk through, sit astride your chair. From the hips, equalize from hip, knee, ankle, turn out position. And then maybe you hold the handle in front. Maybe you just have your hands on the pedal, on the chair top. Now making sure you don't arch your back like that. The front of the ribs matches the back of the ribs. Scoop in. Now you're gonna exhale, press straight down. Lift through top of head. You're gonna exhale, press straight down. Your chest is open. Exhale. If you want, you could hold here. Your shoulders are in a straight line right over your hips and pelvis. So you exhale and press. You exhale and press. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Core is engaged. And 5, scoop abdominal wall tight to your spine, front ribs, knee, back ribs. 4 more. So you're just keeping the hips and pelvis super stable. 3 and 2. This will bring you to your general hip area. Now as the pedal comes up, go onto the ball of your foot, high half toe again, lift heels up, lift your heel up, feel the inner part of your thigh engage. Think of wrapping it all the way into that outer hip and glute. And then your hips face forward. On this one, you're just gonna keep collarbones open wide. You inhale, down, and then you exhale, bring that pedal back up again. Feel the core scooping in under those ribs, and 8, 7, and 6, exhale. 5, stabilize pelvis. 4 more. Creating some space in your hip socket. 3, 2 more. On the last one, I want you to bring hands to heart. Now as the pedal goes down, inhale, do a little rotation through mid-back thoracic spine for 8. Inhale, exhale 7. Breathing in, exhale 6. 5, hip bones are straight in front. 4, inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 2, rotate around breastbone, and 1 more time, breathing in, exhale, excellent. Let pedal come all the way up. Now we just stand up, and we're gonna face the opposite direction. Walk on through, place your heel directly on the pedal. Remember, turnout position is hip, knee, ankle. We rotate from top of femur bone. Heel is firm on the pedal. Avoid slouching, avoid arching, and then we just find our neutral. Exhale, press down. Rise up through spinal column. The pedal only goes as far as where you can keep your hips facing directly in front of you. Blades to back pockets, shoulder blades float down your back. Exhale, 6 and 5. 4, 3, bring out a red towel, sides of waist, internal, external obliques. 1 more, exhale, press. Let pedal come up, go to the ball of your foot, heel lifted, high half toe, reach all the way through top of head. Maybe bring hands to heart, maybe hold on to your handle. Inhale as you push, exhale, resist coming up. Feel inner thigh, wrap and twist around to outer hip, side glute. Inhale down, exhale, resist back up. Pelvis is totally still. Inhale, exhale. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, Add thoracic spine rotation. Inhale, exhale. 7 and 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2 more. Last set. Bring pedal to resting state. Stand up on your yoga block or your moon box. Walk out of your chair. Come around to the front. All right, we're gonna do standing chair pedal presses because we still want to wrap inner thigh to outer hip, get our glute medius working, get our inner thigh, outer thigh, all of this in here engaged. Stand, heels together, Pilates V. I might move my chair back a baby bit so maybe you could see more of me. All right. So we go into Pilates V stance. So heels together, toes apart. My tripod's broken and I can't get a new one yet, so I'm just working with what I have. Now, heels go into V. I know you can't see my face, but I want you to see what my legs are doing. We make sure tailbones lengthen, tailbones long, avoid arching the spine, letting those ASIS point to the floor. We want to keep them straight ahead. Go into V stance, and then I'm going to have you do something in martial arts that we would do to prepare our hip and our thigh for kicks. We would do things to get us prepared for butterfly kick. We're going to do little circles, 3, just to get our femur bone to externally rotate deeper into our hip socket. 2 more. On this one, you're going to place ball the foot on pedal, lift the heel up high. I want you to find your balance. Maybe you'll hold the chair handle. Maybe you'll bring hands to heart. Maybe you'll bring your arms over your head like in yoga. And then we're just going to do little pedal presses here. Exhale, press down. Inhale, exhale, press down. Inhale, exhale, press down. And 6. And 5. And 4. 3. Keep pelvis stable. 2. And last one. Now we're going to switch directions. Heels together, toes apart, Pilates V stance. Shoulder blades anchor down back, front ribs meet back ribs. You're going to do these little rotations to get that femur bone driving deeper into the acetabulum. 4. 3, your hips are straight in front. 2, last one. Ball of foot on pedal, lift heel up high. Narrow those 2 hip points together, the ASIS, and really tighten into the navel to get deep transversus abdominis. And then you're just going to take hands overhead, keep heel lifted up high. Exhale, you're going to press against that pedal. Exhale, we don't want it to hit the floor, we want to maintain control of it. 7, 6, resist. 5, 4, wrap those ribs. 3, and 2, and 1. Let pedal come to resting state. Now what I want to do is take you to the floor with me. I want to get into your hamstrings and also get into those inner thighs, outer hips. Let me just put another mat on the ground, and I think I'll take you to the floor with me. Okay. Let me explain as we go. I'm just going to stick you on the mat like this, bringing you all the way down. Cool, cool, cool. Or maybe I'll go sideways because I might get in the way. Yeah, I think I might be in the way. Okay, so I just flip around this way. But I need you to see the chair and see what's happening. So you lie flat on your mat. And then your goal is not to start at 90 degrees, because if you're at 90, you're going to go way overshot and your knees are going to be way up here. So what you do, you slide a little ways away from your chair pedal. So the hips are literally a little bit higher than the knees. So instead of being in a 90-degree angle, your hips are beyond the knees. And then collarbones open, chest is open. Reach those arms firm against the floor. Press back of arms into your mat. And then I want you to really scoop abdominals tight to your back. Now as you exhale, you're going to notice how you go into the 90-degree angle as core scoops deeper into your back. Resist, keep back on mat, neutral spine. If you need to imprint, that back will be flat on mat, imprinted. Scoop abdominals in. You want to feel how it's engaging, backs of thighs, pelvis is totally stable. Inhale and exhale. We're controlling the pedal so it doesn't hit the ground. And 6, 5, keep pelvis stabilized. 4, woo, my hamstrings are burning. 3, 2 more. Last one. Control the pedal back up. Slide away from your chair pedal a tiny bit more. And then we're going to bring the pedal to the ground so that we can do a bridge. So you want to make sure you get that pedal firm to the ground so you could stand on it, maybe float the arms up. And then I want you to really drop the shoulder blades against the mat. Curl, tailbone under, scoop in, zip up, roll up, no weight in neck. Inhale. Now softly set each vertebra back down. Exhale. Pull in tight. Reaching arms down. I forgot about the pedal. Keep pressing into the pedal. Curl up, roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale. Now make your way straight down the spine. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Push heels, the area between the heel and the arch. Drive it down away from your center. Really get those hamstrings to fire. Your glutes are on fire. And then you slowly scoop in deeply as you roll down. The kinetic chain is going to be glutes first, then those hamstrings. 2 more. Maybe bring arms by sides. Soften through your sternum, breastbone. Make your way down, 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 down. Last one. Peel up bone by bone. No weight in neck. Oh, it feels so good to have the weight upper thoracic, no weight in cervical. And then you just scoop in. Relax your breastbone. And roll. And roll. And roll. All the way down. Okay, now control your pedal up. Go to the side lateral edge. We're going to go to the side lateral edge of our foot. So then the bottoms of your feet hug and kiss together. Side lateral pinky toe, side of edge of foot rests directly on the center of both pedals. Your spine is long, your navel is lined up with those heels, turned out position so the thigh bones are really externally rotating deep into that hip socket, acetabulum. So the back is on the mat, the ribs pull around to the center, and then you just let the legs come down and then back up again. Scoop and zip up, down. If you ever had knee pain, it means slide further out, and then you get the right alignment and really feel inner to outer hips. Feel the wrapping of those inner thighs outward. Pull ribs down together as you exhale all the air out of your lungs. Exhale. And 6. And 5. And 4. 3 more. 2 more. Use your core. And last one. And allow that pedal to come all the way up. And then just gently hug in. Rock side to side across that hip socket. Extend that leg out. Come in. Rocking side to side across that hip socket. And then just extend your legs over the pedal. And then I'm just gonna have you nod your chin, pull into your center, tighten your core all the way to your spine, roll up, lift the legs. We're gonna take our spring down to number 2. All right, so your spring is on number 2. And then I'm just gonna ask you to kneel next to your pedal. Let's kneel right next to, whoops.